Hey, Shalom, bro. Y'all about to Shabbat. All right. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone and taught us the truth. Honors and salutations to the elect, to the men that died doing the work of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, and the Shalom first. All right. Hebrew Israelite, the Church of Philadelphia, come out here to prophesy the downfall of America. Once again, another week according to the Bible. All right. And once again, man, hey, man, we in some serious times. And if I didn't say it, I'm going to say it again. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us the truth. Honors and salutations to the elect, man. All right. Say it twice. All right. But right now, man, we're living serious times. Like I've been watching different articles, man. You got you had over there in Armenia, right? You had American troops and Russian troops, man. So that's like they going at it, man. Basically, they at the border, they're facing off, man. All right. You know, like a boxing match when you looking at each other, like you ready to go in on them. That's what's going on right now, man. All right. So the Lord, man, a lot of things is speeding up, and on top of that, you go into that too. The reason why these things are happening, you go into what? What's that? Hey, Shalom, brother. But you go into the Euphrates River. All right, I did a video on that this week. You know, but going into the Euphrates River being completely dried up. Now that's what's going to bring a lot of these prophecies to start with. So let's hop into that real fast, man. Let's go to Revelation, chapter 16. Revelation chapter 16. Bear with me. Hey, what's up, bro? How you feel, man? All right, I'm chilling. Revelation 16. Yo, bear with me, girl. Slack. Oh, here it goes. This is Revelation chapter 16, verse 12. It says, and the sixth angel poured out his veil upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. And yo, who the kings of the east, man? You go back in the ones that's over there in the old country, because what? This is Western civilization. The kings that's on the Eastern civilization, you got what? You got China, you got Russia, you know, Iran, Iraq, you know, you just had an instance with what's that, man? I can't remember right offhand, but it's a lot of, yo, you suppose that right now your whole focus should be on the Middle East, man, over there, because what when it goes into the battle with Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh Shabbat, that's the Persian Gulf, right? All right, that's the Persian Gulf, and that's where the Lord is gathering all these people up together, and He's going to bring them together to what? Bring His war out, man. All right, which was going to be what? World War III, and the destruction, and all of them is going to shoot missiles over here, man. Hey, Shalom, boy, y'all, but they're going to shoot nukes over here, man. So let's go right back to that. This is Revelation chapter 16, and yo, it's heavy because what? It's angel. And what does the number 6 represent? The number of man. All right, that's when the Lord is going to gather the men together to do His bid, to bring out to pour out His righteous indignation on this place, and rightfully so, but this place is wicked as hell, man. All right, everything that has to do with America is wicked as hell, and it all goes against the scriptures, man. And people, if they want to act like it's not true, that's on them, man. You know, because at the end of the day, it says, "He that is wicked, let him be wicked still. He that is righteous, let him be righteous still." Man. All right, so let's go back. Revelation chapter 16, and let me just say, verse matter of fact, we're gonna keep reading, man. But this is a beautiful, beautiful chapter right here. All right, Revelation 16, verse 12. Verse 12. It's a little windy out here, so bear with me. All right, my page is flying everywhere. Revelation chapter 16, verse 12. It says, "And the sixth angel poured out his veil upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared." All right, it says, "And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet." Which the false prophet, you go into that, that's the Catholic Church. All right, those 3 unclean spirits, I can't get it right off the top. You know, so Lord's willing, it'll come if a brother knows it. Could you please post it on Abba Quashab, post it on the comment board. All right. But I know it goes into policies. I know that. All right. It says, it says, "For they are the spirits of devils working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of the great day of the Most High Almighty. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they shall see his shame," man. All right, so that's what the Lord is telling us, man. All right, blessed is he that watcheth. You know, that's why he said, Isaiah 62:6. He said, "What, I've set up watchmen." You know, matter of fact, let's get that real quick. You know, while we're talking about it, let's get it. But they say don't talk about it, be about it. This is Isaiah chapter 62:6. Because when you're appointed to be a watchman, hey man, you gotta stay on your current events. Stay in the scriptures, and anything you see, you post, you pass it on to the nation of Israel, man. All right, you pass it on to the nation of Israel because you were set up to be a watchman. Because like going back into the ancient times when they had those watchtowers, even look at nowadays when you have like the prison sites, even with your modern day, that's modern day, with your FEMA camps and all that. Right? They have those things set up, and they have watchtowers. So if you try to escape, or anything goes on in the yard, or somebody tries to come into there, and they sit up on high. All right, so they're watching everything, so they can warn the people and prepare whoever they got to prepare. All right, so that's what we're set up. We're set up. Watchmen are set up on high, man. That's why the Lord set up his prophets as watchmen, man. All right, they're set up in high places. Okay, but they might look like they sit in low places here, but they're set up on high because they was given the vision to see things that other people can't see. All right. So this is Isaiah chapter 62, verse 6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Yeah, that make mention of he that make mention of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, keep not your silence. All right. So if you make mention of the Lord, that's like what? It goes into you putting your hand to the plow and turning back. You can't. You're not fit to rule the kingdom, man. If you put your hand to the plow, Yahweh Shem outside to come out here to what would you say to not tread the field, but to plow the field. All right, the plow the field. That means you got to take care of every all the seeds. You got to water them. You know, when the harvest comes, it has to be picked, man. That's the purpose of a man that's in the field, man. We're in the field right here. All right, we're in the garden. You know, that's why the Lord said when the harvest is ripe, stick ye in the sickle, man. And this harvest right here for destruction is almost right, man. You know, that's why we're going into the Revelation 16, where you got the river Euphrates is completely dried up, and on top of that, they found, and I mentioned this in a video I did this week. They have the Omega side, which Yahweh Shah is known as what, the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. All right, so all those prophecies that he gave from the beginning, he brought that from the beginning of time to the end of time. And guess what? We in the end of this rulership, because when he came back over 2,000 years ago, that was the beginning of the end for Esau, man. All right, that was the beginning of the end for Esau's reign. All right, so I'm gonna read that again. This is Isaiah chapter 62 and 6. It says, "I have set up watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Yea, ye that make mention of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, keep not silence, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a prayer on earth," man. So that's what that's what we're supposed to do. They don't give us no rest, you know, but why? Because this is not their rest. Though we know this is not their rest, no, Salakia. If we know this is not our rest, why would we give them rest and their rest, man? All right, this is their rulership. You know, like when you at work, when you working, you can't take a break or something like that. But here right now, you ain't taking no breaks in this truth, man. It ain't taking no breaks, man. You have to go hard. All right, you work hard until your shift is over, and when your shift is over, then you get the rest. All right, once your rest going to be, the Lord comes back and gives us out of this place, out of this captivity, man. All right. So a lot, man. I know this is very windy out in the night, man. So it's very windy. If it takes a little while for me to grab certain things, man, but it's very windy. All right, so go back into Revelation chapter 16 and verse where we was at? We're gonna keep now slacking. We was at 15. Forgive me. It says, "Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame. And he gathered them together into the place called Hebrew, and the Hebrew tongue, Armageddon, which is Armageddon. Armageddon. All right, so what's that? The battle that the Lord is bringing to this place, man. Going to what? Jehoshaphat, the Valley of Decisions, man. All right. The Lord is, and that's like I said, what's that? Persian Gulf, man. The Lord is gathering. If you really look at it, the way things are being brought and how the Lord has these things set up and all that, you will see like, damn, the Lord really got these dudes in that area, man. All you got to do is read, study, and that's it, man. And pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You read and study, these things are going to be given to you, all right? But it says, in Armageddon, man, it's over, man. Like, these people walking around now, like, you just had what? September 18th to the 22nd. He was giving out, McDonald's, Burger Kings, Wendy's, and places like that. You know, they was giving out, and there was been a big recall on a lot of beef, man. And they said it was from E. coli. And these niggas still went to McDonald's and got them free ass burgers. Now, if you go back 15 years from here to when Cat Williams was doing his stand up, he mentioned that, man. You know, he made mention of the burgers that they was going to try to put out there and all that for the beef. That's how you know right there that all these celebrities that sell out because they're down with the agenda of the elite. They're given the program and the agenda and everything, and all they do what they go back and they follow it. They can't speak out, so they will put it in the form of like jokes and everything, you know. But the Lord is not joking, man. All right, we're gonna keep going though. Back in Revelation 16 and verse 17. It says, "And the seventh angel poured out his veil unto the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne saying, It is done." All right, so yo, this place is done, man. All right, when the great river Euphrates dried up here in this time, it's over, man. It ain't no going back. Matter of fact, check this out. Let's go to second Ezra. You said popped in my head. Ezra's I believe it's come on, here it goes. No, it's a lot. This is second Ezra chapter 16 and verse let's start at verse 3. It says, "A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?" All right, and yo, that's the destruction of this place. That's all the different plagues. Now you're starting to see. Now let's take it back to what, 2020, when you had the whole C-19 pop off. All right, now that was a whole pandemic that this whole nation has never seen. Matter of fact, I'm talking about on the global stance. All right, on the global stance, that was unheard of. People they was like, damn, what's this? We gotta wear masks. We gotta do this. Like, yo, people wasn't going. Even to this day, I know of an older woman. You know, she's a European woman. Whatever, she ain't with that. You know, she's like, no mask, no mask. You know, but you know, so it's to the point. Like that was a plague that has been sent on the whole earth, man, on the whole planet. Now who can turn it back? Because now you come into fast forward 2023. You thought that went away. No, it didn't. They gave you a whole bunch of different stipulations, things to take through that dart juice, you know, that serpent juice. But they're going to poison you with that, you know. But they now it's getting to the point where it's different type of it's how would you say that, mutate without trying to, you know, get strikes on the channel. You would say that it was mutating. So now it's even getting to the point where it's going to the animals, man. You know? So now they got the animals like, oh, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, man. So yo, that's the plague that's been sent, and who could turn it back, man? All right, but ultimately, the ultimate plague is what? Going to be the thermonuclear destruction, the missiles, man. All right, but let's read that again. Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 3. It says, "A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?" The sword represents what? Destruction. It says, "A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?" So once the Lord starts sending things out, how you going to stop it? Who's going to turn it back? None of y'all. Nobody's going to turn it back. You know? And even to this day, right now, while we stand here in front of you and speak on these highways and hedges, these people still don't believe, man. That's why I named this one. Do we have your attention now? You know? Because everything that brothers, it's starting with the apostles and elders of the great mill school. Starting with them, everything that that's been brought out in the scriptures is holding weight and is coming true, man. Not to damn Qurans, which are like you got a lot of people is making references back to what the Bible. Ain't nobody going back making references to no Quran or none of that, man. Why? Because there's no prophecies in it. Like, it's a bunch of falsehoods. All right, and the people did their history and research, they would understand what we're saying is the truth. But now it's to the point you don't even got to do no research. Just sit back and enjoy the show, man. How about that? Sit back and enjoy the show because the Lord is heating things up for you, man. All right. But it says, where we at? It's verse 5. 2nd Ezra 16:5. It says, plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may any one quench fire and stubble when it hath begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of the strong archer. So, even talking about that, can you turn away? The missiles are shot off. Who going to stop them from going to their coordinates, man? Because guess what? The angels is going to be in charge of that, man. And the Lord is showing you now through a lot of things. He's been showing you where Esau's technology, all right, with your little fighter jets and cruisers and all that. The Lord has been showing you that he's in control of you. But they're going to sit here and lie to the public like they're the ones doing all this. Nah, man. All right. It says, what's that scripture in Isaiah, man? When it say, can the axe boast itself against the one you do with it? All right. So we're in those times right now where this place is done, and everything that we've been saying to you is coming to pass, man. Scriptures is rolling, man. The scriptures is not stopping. All right. So these people can walk past and turn a deaf ear all they want. But that don't stop the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Arachakadash. That don't make them without effect, man. All right. And a matter of fact, what I was saying, because when how the angels is going to take them to their coordinates too, and how you know, because look at how they be shooting their trying to shoot at the angels, the so-called UFOs. All right, which they are identifiable. They're identifiable vehicles. All right, because we know who they are. They're the chariots of Israel, man. The ones with the angels maneuvering. All right, but there was an instance in I want to say the 40s or something like that, where you had there was a fighter jet. I forgot which war it was. Maybe it was World War II or something like that. But it was a fighter jet that was flying, and there was a chariot that came, sat right in front of it, and took over all control of that fighter jet. So the pilot inside of that fighter jet couldn't even maneuver the jet no more. You know, you have instances where the chariots came over certain missile asylums and took over all the controls of the coordinates. If they even wanted to launch it, they wouldn't be able to launch it, man. All right. So the Lord, the angels, man, I'm telling you, man, the Lord has things set up where once those things get set out and all that, you ain't gonna be able to you're not gonna be able to how would you say that? They're gonna send them right to where they have to be at, man. All right. Because they control them. And the Lord gave them authority over that to control them. All right. So where we at? Verse 7. It says, may one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. Talking about those missiles. All right. The mighty Yahweh Shah sent the pigs, and who is he that can drive them away? So once the Lord started putting these things on the earth, because it's been so long that you niggas been sinning, going against Yahweh Shah, you've been going against his words, man, just being complete disrespectful. So it's a point in time, it's a place in the time for everything under the sun, man. And right now here in Babylon is the time for what? Destruction. The destruction has been spoken of. Now it's even more so in mainstream media, man. There ain't even no hiding it, man. You know, it's all over. This is a global thing, and it's a thing that's how would you say spiking alarming people. That's what I want to say. It's an alarming thing. It's alarming people. They scared to death, man. All right. So it says let's jump back into Revelation chapter 16 and verse where we at? Verse 17. It says, and the seventh angel poured out his veil. Seven is what? Completion, man. All right? Yo, seven is completion because the Lord is about to complete this, man. When you complete something, that means it's done, man. All right? Matter of fact, yo, you got, they got, what's that? October the 4th, which is 10-4. That's a military term. A military term. Means that, like, yo, it's done, like 10-4. Or an order is given out. They be like 10-4 meaning they go to carry on with that order, man. So 10-4 now they have what? The whole what's it, they said it's going to be a national alert through your cell. All right. So they're going to send out an emergency through your cell phones, like you know, like the emergency broadcast system and all that. They're going to send that. They're going to send that alert out, and who knows, man? When they gave y'all those things, man, and you took them, and the things in your body, who knows what that alert is going to set off inside you? When you may, possibly you can have, how they say, a zombie apocalypse or whatever. But it's going to be, you over there in, I believe it's India right now, which is Asia, right? That India is South Asia. It's a part of Asia connected to that. Indians are the so-called Indians over Elamites, according to the scripture. They're in the region of South Asia, right? And it's a whole, like they got a shutdown over there, man. You know, quarantining a whole bunch of things. But over here, they say over here in America, in Maryland, right? Maryland, which is not too far from Philadelphia, man. They said they're the ones that's trying to make a potion to help them to go at that. So if it's over here, hey man, it's going to be a global thing, man. Again, man. Yeah, we're in a time where this whole thing is about to get shut down, you know, and things is just rolling, man. All right, so when we come to 2024 is right around the corner, man. It ain't too much longer to that's here. So they talking about your 2024 elections, man. I don't believe that's what happened, man. You know, because they got the everything set up, designed. All right, and we know through the scriptures. All right, so anyway, just to touch on that, man. But where we at? I should have jumped back to verse 1. There's a whole lot on here, man. All right, so this is back in 2nd Ezra 16 and verse I'm gonna go to verse 8. It says, the mighty Yahweh Hashem Yahushua sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench of it? So what's the fire going forth from his wrath, man? The fire is when he thermonuclear missiles, obviously, you know, and then the concentrated heat coming out of them ships, man. All right, the concentrated heat that's going to come out them ships. That's a fire. It's coming from his wrath, man, because the Lord is angry. When you put something on fire, it's like a man now. Look at a man now, right? That gets angry. Which I seen this the other day, right? A dude got angry, and he was like, "Man, I burned such and such, such and such." I'm like, God damn, you're angry, man. And he was an Israelite that said it. Well, he doesn't know that he's an Israelite. I'm gonna say he's a Gentile at this time. All right, but he was like, "I'll burn this down." So that's the like the Lord. he feels the same way because what's that? Fire is a purger, man. So when you set something on fire, you're trying to purge it, you're trying to cleanse it. You like, man, you'll never ever come at me wrong again. All right, because I'm gonna cleanse this thing. All right, that's why I told you in the scriptures that we're going to be tried like gold in the fire. When you burn something, you purify it, and that's what the Lord is doing. Chaos out here, man. Oh, man. But anyway, man, the Lord is about to purify Babylon while wiping it out completely. And it's going to purge out there too. But they're going to have to rebuild that up. All right? So, let's go back. Second measures. It's a lot of points to hit, man. The Lord's willing. Certified, all right? We at the end, man. That's the only way I can tell you, man. We at the end. And it's no, you know how people be like, I just want things to go back to normal. Just like when you come out the womb, you ain't going back into it. You know? You ain't going back into the womb. When these missiles are shot out, the missiles right now, they in their womb. And those missile asylums, that's the womb. All right, so they're about to be birthed, so to speak. You know? And they're going to be birthed to accomplish what they was born to do. All right? The same way that us right now on this planet, we're birthed for what we was born to do, right? And in the right time and everything, that's when you're going to shine. Man. So those missiles that was prepared and everything, they got a time to shine. All right? And they going by thing, John the Revelator, our beloved brother John the Revelator, he said they was like glittering swords, man. They were shining. The sun was hitting them all that, man. The smoke coming out the back, they were shining, man. All right, they show you that in what? Terminator 2? Not Terminator 2, Salaki. But it was one of the Terminators where they it was one of the last ones. Matter of fact, it was the last one when they shot those missiles. And they showed the way they was glittering in the sky. People on the planes, they was looking out the window, and they could just see the missiles, and they was like, it was a Jake looking, a young Jake, and he was like astonished, like, oh, because like he probably in his mind like, where we going to land at, you know? So yeah, man. Yo, these people got hell to pay, man, and still with all this, they still not turning from their wicked ways, man. All right, but they're not supposed to. It says, where we at? I believe it was at verse. We go to verse 7 again. It says, May one turn again the arrow that is shot of the archer. Salakia, of a strong archer. The mighty Yahweh Shah sends the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? So yo, when the Lord starts like, yo, man, matter of fact, prime example, man, when you were a child, I'm talking about myself too. When I was a kid, it started thundering and lightning, and that sounds boom, like that real loud thunder. You got nervous, man. You know, people get nervous like when there's an earthquake and things like that, and the earth starts shifting. These people get nervous because they never been in something like that. And even like, yo, you go into there was a show, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and there was one episode, you know, here in Philadelphia, you know, we don't have earthquakes and all that, man. You know, so when that ground starts shifting and you're not used to that, you're gonna start bitching, man. You know, because that's the Lord getting your attention. All right, He might not have it now, but yo, trust and believe the Lord is going to get your attention, man. All right. That's why once again I title it, do we have your attention now? Do we have your attention yet? With all the things going on, and yo, and going back to 2007, right? Go back to 2007 when the prophets first came out here. I'm talking about the prophets came on a YouTube, all right? Start with the apostles. Hey, Shalom Agan, Yahba Shimon Shai, Ba'ashima Rachakadas Barakatah. My brother right there. But you go back to 2007 when the apostles, the prophets, man, they came on the YouTube and they was flooding it. You had you had other groups come on, but when the apostles came on, this thing spread like wildfire, man, because that's the way the Lord designed it. All right, but a lot of things wasn't happening. You had prophecies coming, and then they stop, and then they come. But now, in 2023, man, these things is rolling, and it was all set up. You know how it was in Habakkuk. It says the vision is yet for an appointed time, man. All right, and at the end it shall speak and not lie. All right, so the Lord, He has His you know. Everything is set up for the appointed time. Now look at that movie, the movie The Equalizer 3. As a matter of fact, not even just the equalizer, because when you equalize something, you setting it right. You put it in the perfect balance. But look at all the equalizers, right? And he had a watch on him. And he was always looking at his watch, and he was like, yo, by this time, and he calculated things. You know, that's how the Lord is. He calculates things. All right. So the Lord is the ultimate equalizer. And yo, when he started calculating where he was going to do the people, he did it just the way he said it, man. It wasn't he said, I'm gonna do this and they ain't do it. No, he told you, man, when I come see you, this, that, bang, that's how it's going down. That's what the Lord is telling y'all, man. You know, not just y'all, he's telling us that. All right. And going back into 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse where was that? Oh, verse 10. It says, he shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to power at his presence, man. So damn. That's heavy right there. Yo, the Lord said he shall threaten, and who shall not utterly be beaten to powder at his presence. Because right now, you niggas do not respect Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Arachakadash. Even though he's the one, and yo, that's how much mercy that the Lord shows on you fucking heathens, man. Because he know he could do away with you. He could jack your ass up. You know, he could do a whole bunch of things, man. But his mouth has spoken something, and that's how much order he's in, man. He spoke it when at this appointed time, at this time, I'm gonna do this. So you could disrespect them all these years and years and years and generations and all that, you know. But all that disrespect is coming to an ultimate end in this generation right here, at the end of Esau's rulership, man. You know, because why? The Lord spoke it, man. He's a just God, man. Niggas ain't just. Niggas will say something and then turn around and do something completely different. The Lord says something, he stands on his word, man. You know? If he didn't stand on his word, we wouldn't even be here right now, man. You know? Because he said what? He will always choose Israel. He's never going to do away with Israel. Even though you two dirt-ass niggas as wicked as you is, man. The Lord said he's never going to turn on us, man. All right? And he always leave that remnant. And what's that remnant? The remnant is the elect, man. All right? But going back, because, yo, man, matter of fact, they give the credit to your to different gods that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua that he deserves. You know? They'd be like, oh, I lied. Like I seen the video from this dude I know, man. You know, he was saying how he's I don't free enough because I'm Muslim and this stuff. Like, God damn, bro. You an Israelite. You Muslims, man. Jakes that want to be Muslim, man. Yo, you need to get your head out your ass, man. Alright? Because the Lord's going to take it out for you. You know, you niggas here, all the plagues is going on the earth, everything that's happening, Allah cannot save you, man. His name, well, the name, I ain't going to say his name, The name Allah just means God. And you niggas know that. Niggas know that. But when you talk about Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, they don't want to hear that. Why? Because the indoctrination that they got, that going back to what the councils of Nasir, when they went to that, right? The reason why these niggas believe that Yahweh Shah looks like a pale man and all that, going back to the councils of Nasir, is what? Because they was killing niggas to make you believe what they wanted you to believe, man. The ones that was in power. The same way when you came over here to America, they killed you and beat your brains in to make you believe that you was African Americans and all that. It's nothing new under the sun. But yet you don't want to read history books. The Bible is a history book. You know? Anyway, man, going back, man, these niggas is crazy as hell, man. And that's why back in 2nd Ezra 16 and 10 it says, he shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof, the sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before Yahweh Shem Yahushua and before the glory of his power. So yo, that's when the nukes get shot off and all that. Yo, everything is going to come out its course, man. You know, everything's going to come out its course. Even the fishes, because what? He killed all this, man. You niggas eat abominable food and everything, man. So even you dumped so much toxins into the seas, man, to the oceans and all that. All right, even that has to be cleansed, man. That's why if somebody can grab it, Baba Pashad, when it speaks, I believe it's in Isaiah, when it says the earth shall roll to and fro like a drum. You know, because it's going to be like things are going to remove their places. The same way, like, and that's why this is called the second death, man. Going into matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. We're talking about the second death because the first death, what? You had the flood, right? Your flood was your first death, and that's when you know, you had the earth was removed, like certain lands and places was removed. How they say what, the Pangea and all that. But when you had that, the earth, it's not the same anymore because everything was one. You had the waters and all that, man. All right. So the things got removed from their places, and you even have the sea level, right? You have civilizations that they found that was underneath sea level. Right? Why is that? That was the first night, man. The Lord flooded it up. He raised the level. You know? But she's about to do it again, which is the second death, which is coming. All right, so this is Revelation chapter 22. It's windy. It's windy and up out here. It's what they say. It's going to be like a hurricane. So, I know. But just bear with me. I believe it's I know it's the second 26. gotta deal with the elements out here. But we gotta get the second step, right? Because there's only two deaths. The death is like when the Lord destroys everything. All right. Bear with me. Oh, what's up? Pick us up out here. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'll anchor this camera down real quick. It's a lot. Alright, I can't find it right now. I know it's the Revelation 26. I'm gonna go here, man. Alright. Revelation 22. Start at verse this is the Lord Yahweh This is Revelations chapter 22, verse 12. This is Yahweh Shah speaking. It says, "And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. I am Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter into those gates into the city. For without are dogs, and Salak, it says, for without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. I, Yahweh Shah, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root of the offspring of David, and the bright and morning star. And the Spirit and the bride say, Come, and let him that heareth say, Come, and let him that is athirst come, and whosoever will let him take the water of life freely. All right. So that's the Lord telling you, like, yo, when he Salaki, there's a lot of elements out there. Wow, it's our job. It's all to wow because it's our job. But yeah, so the Lord said, man, when he came to prophesy to the elect, all right, over 2,000 years ago. With the apostles, we had the 12, and the 12 got it, and also Yahweh shouted around to other men, because you had what, 70? You had the 70 as well, man, which Yahweh Shah personally spoke to. All right, but people forget about that. All they think about is the 12, man. So those men is out here now. So as they got it, they're giving it. Because Yahweh Shah said, come, the kingdom of heaven is at hand, man. You know? And so when he told his men that, his men is coming telling you the same thing and explaining it to you. You know? Because he said what? He's Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. So he knows the beginning. He knows the ending from the beginning, man. Now, how was that, man? Through prophecy, man. That was given to his father, Yahweh. Alright? That was given to him to come out, to come and take death by the horns, man. You know, to show us the way, man. We're coming to a time where, and I always say this because we're at the end, man. And I bring this up a lot, but we're coming to a time where they're going to threaten you with death, man. You know? Why do you think the Lord said, and he that endures to the end, the same shall be saved. All right? Be faithful until death, and I will give you a crown, man. You know? I know I'm quoting a lot of scriptures, man, but, hey, man, it's just, all right? Like I said, man, it's going to be a hurricane. I ain't going to go too much longer. Lord's willing. But hey, man, all elements, man. You're supposed to come out here in the highways and hedges and all elements, man. Because what? That's like war. We at warfare, man. All right? We at warfare. So it ain't no hiding, none of that. Let's go with into some more prophecy, man. All right? It's the spirit of Yahweh Shah's prophecy. Going to the book of Joel, chapter 3, which is another prophet, which all the prophets spoke the same thing. All right? It was just in their time period. And guess what? All those prophets is right back here. Walking the planet. God damn it. You know? This is we're going to get into some more so of the downfall of this place. Because that's where we at, man. Every prophet prophesied the downfall of the era of the kingdom that they was in, man. Right? So this is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 1. It says, behold in those days, at that time, when I shall bring the captivity of Judah to Jerusalem. This one is getting a little bit very, man. I might have to shut it down. You know? Sloppy for that, but Joel chapter 3 and 1 says, for behold, in those days, and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. All right, so the Lord is about to take power. How is he going to do that? What has to happen first before the Lord takes back the captivity of his people? It's placed in a system, and a man that has to be brought low. This system has to be done away with, man. All right, according to the scriptures. And that's why they're angry at us for putting these scriptures out. All right, because as long as you're in church and you speak the ways of the church and all that, Catholics and all that, man, hey man, you in good hands. Because you're not a threat to this man's system in this society. You're not a threat to his society and to his kingdom and none of that, man. I just lost my it's cool, man. But he's going to bring back the captivity. All right. And that's a, what's that? That's a future prophecy, man. All right. Because if we not this day in our captivity, man, you know, we are in captivity right now as we speak. Hey man, maybe somebody get those scriptures, man. Gotta man this camera, man, you know. Let's go to Jeremiah to back that up, and 9. There we go. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50. And verse 9. I'm going to jump around right now, though. We're going to go by the Spirit. Jeremiah 50 and 9. It says, for lo, I will raise and Salakia, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. So yo, like going back into the beginning, man. All right, yo, the Lord is like you got. You know how? Matter of fact, Apostle Tar brought it out a couple weeks ago when he said about the Mexican standoff. And when you look it up, it's a whole bunch of men standing around each other. They all got their guns drawn on each other. So at the slightest touch, right? At the slightest touch, that's gonna make things that could be chaotic, man. You know, and what the scripture said in First Thessalonians, it says, when they shall say peace and safety, there shall be sudden destruction, man. All right. So they can tell you what they want. Oh yeah, this is calming down, this, that, you know. But at the end of the day, man, all hell was about to break loose. All right, like we said, going into the battle of Jehoshaphat, the Lord is gathering them around, man. All right, you got what? I believe you had Russia, if I'm not mistaken. Russia had deployed some ships or something to like Hawaii, basically it's like close to America where they can strike and at the drop of a dime, man. You know? And that's what's going on in the world. While these niggas worried about the Eagles here in Philadelphia, the Phillies, you know, when basketball about to start up, you know, you got Halloween, all that bullshit. They worried about the wrong things, man. And Yahweh about to shut them down. You got, like we was in 2nd Ezra 16 chapter. These plagues are growing on earth, man. You know, I had an opportunity. Matter of fact, you know what? I forgot about that. I had an opportunity this week, man, to bring that out. You know, but I had an opportunity to work at this one place. It's funny because it's called Turn 7, man. All right, and 7 is completion. So the Lord, but it was like it was a place in the mall. It was the old J.C. Penney's, man. All right, the old J.C. Penney's, Salakia. But it was the old J.C. Penney's, but J.C. Penney's was like a top end store, man. You know, like top of the line. Like matter of fact, I'm about to let my age go, but it was what was it? The house party at Class Act. When the kid, his name was Kid. He played like a nerd, man, and he had on his outfit. He was like, "Man, this is J.C. Penney, top of the line, buddy." You know, so at one point in time, J.C. Penney was like a scale store. You know, like at Macy's. You know, you got some polo stores and things like that. But it was like that. That was before that. Like they were selling all those stuff in J.C. Penney, right? But now it's turned. The name of it is Turn 7, which is a store, man. It's a cheap ass store. They sell like a lot of low end things. They got things pertaining like evil stuff. They got clothes and everything. Those would be like victuals, man, or things that you would have. So they turned a high end store to a low end store. Even here in downtown Center City, they had it used to be if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was a Gucci store downtown, right? On Market Street, it was a Gucci store. Then that died down, and it turned into a Century 21. From Century 21, it turned into it's called Shoppers World, right? The Shoppers World, that's the store. Yo, it's like a thrift store, man. All right, so that's Babylon falling, man, through a lot of things. But check it out. The reason why I said that, it made me think about this scripture. Bring this out real fast. Second Ezra chapter Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 21. It says, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion." All right. So, victuals, when you go into victuals, that's what? That's necessities and things like that. Even like with your different stores for food and all that. All right. But like I said, you have these stores that like going back to that turn service, J.C. Penney and all that. That's how you know the value of this place is going down. Because people wouldn't even shop there at one point in time. You got a little store like that, thrift store. Ain't nobody trying to shop at a thrift store, man. So the value of this place is depreciated. But you had it was shocking because people was waiting at the door to come in there, man. And I didn't even know that many people shopped in that store, man. They had shopping carts from all different type of different businesses and all that. Because at one point in time, like if you ever worked in retail or things like that, when you go in any type of grocery store, you couldn't bring a shopping cart from another grocery store into this store. They'd snap when you're like, "No, you can't have that here. This just don't belong to our business." But now they allowing all those things to happen, man. They allowing all that to happen. But I'm gonna read that again. Second Ezra chapter 16 and 21. It says, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion." And guess what? You got to go into that. Victuals, like I said, that's food necessities and all that. Look what they just had. What's today? September. What's today? September 20 what? September 23rd, right? September 23rd is today. So yesterday, right? They just had that was the last day for those cheap ass burgers and all that. So cheap, 50-cent burgers, penny burgers, dollar burgers, depending on what place you went to. So that was so cheap to people. They're like, "Oh yeah, let us get that." And like I mentioned earlier, if you look back 15 years ago at Cat Williams stand-up, he mentioned that stuff about the burgers going to be so cheap. And then he's like, "Well, you feed your babies on such burgers, man." But these people really think that this place is in good cause, man. They think this place is in good cause. This place is about to be destroyed. Let me bring out the scripture my brother brought up. This is Revelation chapter 9 and 18. It says, "By these," Salaki. I might have to bring it up in the scripture. Salaki. I'm gonna bring it up in the scripture, bro. 9 and 18. But this is going into what? bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. That wind trying to hit. This is Revelation chapter 9 and 18. It says, by these three was the third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths, man. So that's going into like, yo, man, that, yo, going in. Matter of fact, they, if I'm not mistaken, they gave you an instance of that, and I might be wrong, but they gave you an instance of that in the prison. But the mouth of the missiles, that's the ones that really has the power. That's the nuclear warheads. You know, because you got a body. When they shoot the missile off, boom, it detaches. Like when they look at NASA, they shoot up their spaceships and all that. Like the people is in their head, but the power is in the tail to be able to send it off. So it blasts off, you know. So the power is in the tail, and that's what John the Revelator saw. You know, the power is in the tail as far as the speed to make it go fast, but when they hit, that's where the destruction came from. All right, that's where the destruction of every of that missile. That's the main powers in the head, but you also have power in the tail. And instead of like a slither snake, because you got like certain missiles do that. You know, so hey man, the prophets of old, they explained everything to the T of what they had, man. And it was up to us to research it and yo, the Lord still gives you clues, man. That's why it says seek and ye shall find, because the Lord from going back then to now, like they named certain things after things from them, because why they in that same spirit, you know? Why do you think Putin named his missiles Satan 1 to Satan 2? All right, names, man. The Lord got them naming that for a reason. So his men that wrote these things and that he gave it to, they're going to come back here and seek it out and find it and be able to break it down and teach it, man. You know, start with our apostles, and it's going to make sense. All right, so going back into Joel chapter 3 verse 2, it says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh Shabbat, which is in the Persian Gulf. All right, and that's what you're seeing now. All these different nations, they going at it with each other. You know, they ready to get busy for real, man. And they not playing no games, man. You know. Yeah, Con, that's right, brother. Matter of fact, since you brought it out, I'm gonna bring it out real quick. Revelations 9 and 19. That's the book of Revelation, chapter 9 and verse 19. It says, for their power is in their mouth, and their tails, for their tails. Man, J Bar is gonna fucking play. Anyway, man, they just set themselves up, man. You know? Like I'm so tired of our people with their bullshit, man. And that's why when the Lord brings destruction, it's going to be rightfully so. You know, everything's a goddamn joke until the destruction comes. But anyway, it says Revelation chapter 9 and verse 19. When my brother brought out, it says, "For their power is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt." Yo, cunt. I got cunt, brother. Cunt, the water. Now I'm not should have kept reading down. Matter of fact, I am going to keep reading down, you know? Because this is a beautiful, beautiful, man. Because like I said, they was known as glittering swords, flying serpents, and all that. I forgot, yo, when you go into can't remember what it might be the one I'm reading, Joel, when it talks about like flying serpents and everything. Those are talking about missiles, man. But it's two verses when they mention that, but the one is talking about the missiles, right? So the power was in their tail, like I said, it's shoot them all, boom. That's power. But the power to hurt was in their heads because it all breaks off. You know what I'm saying? When you look at a missile, and matter of fact, look at the camp sign when they have the missile shooting from one end of the earth to the other end of the earth, right? And they got the nuclear warhead that breaks off, the body breaks down, and certain things fall back. After it hits its point, and this hits that point, and that hits its point, but the power, the ultimate power, is in the head of it, man. To be able to hurt and to bring that fire, that concentrated heat into the ground, man. You know. But it says, hey man, again, the water, bro, for this one. It says, read that again, Revelation chapter 9 and 19. It says, for their power is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. So, what's the when you think about a serpent, right? A serpent, they got a tail and everything, but their power's not in it. Like, let's talk about a rattlesnake, all right? For instance, you got a rattlesnake. The tail, it makes that all that, right? So its tail is rattling. That's that you know that it's about to strike, man. All right, so when they shoot the missiles off, you know they're going to strike, and that's the rattle. It's warning you, nigga, we on our way. You know, they are on their way, and that's going to break off. So but it's already done. So when it hits the earth, it's going to destroy it. So because the bite of a snake, or the head of a snake, the bite of a snake is the actual. I'm talking about a poisonous snake. That's the shit that's going to kill you, man. A poisonous snake, when it bites you, it can rattle. You can look at the tail and all that, but you see it coming. You see it coming. It's like when the missiles start shooting, you're going to see them coming. But when that head hit, boom, it's over for you. Because that's the bite right there. And the bite is the most powerful thing, right? And you can die in seconds with certain snakes. You know, you look up poisonous snakes and how fast the venom goes through your body. All right, when the missiles hit, look how fast it's going to hit and whoosh, swarm through the whole America, man. You know? It's going to swarm through the whole America. It's going to jack it up, man. All right? But it says, verse 20, it says, and the rest of the men, which slack it, and the rest of the men which were not killed, but by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and the wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. And yo, when you tell these niggas about their gods that they pray to, like, yo, who do you pray to? Oh, I pray to Allah. I pray to Buddha. I pray. And you, man, it's just like when you was back in ancient world telling them niggas about Dagon, you know, or some of the gods, man. You got Dagon, you got Nimrod, you got Baal, you know, you got what's Molech, you know. Guys like that, you tell them like, yo, these niggas. That's why the prophets were so angry. They like, yo, man, you got the living power. Look at Elijah when he called the fire down from heaven. He telling them like, yo, you niggas, and he was laughing at him like, yo, y'all niggas is crazy. You know, you niggas calling on this guy. You think he gonna do what? You nigga, you tripping. You know. Matter of fact, yo, throw some more water on that, because he was mocking them. And that's what we do now. Why do you think they wanted to kill us so bad, man? And they still do, because we mock their gods, man. And their gods is really the ones that's like, yo, matter of fact, what? Bel and the Dragon. You know? Bel and the Dragon, because what? Yo, Daniel, man, when it came to that, Daniel, he laughed at him, man, because he knew, like, man, y'all niggas crazy, man. You serve this, but watch this. Watch what my power do. And that's what we out here doing now. We telling you, oh, you want to serve them? You want to serve their gods, gold and silver, because that's what you do. That's the matter of fact. Let's read that again. It says, and the rest of the men, back in Revelation chapter 9 and 20, it says, and the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass. And it says, yo, the works of their hands. Because what did they do? They're the ones that created it. All right, but the Lord created us. It says, it says that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. You know, so hey man, the ones that don't repent of that, and I'm talking about you Israelites, man. All right, I ain't talking about you other nations because there's no hope for you. All right, you serving these other guys, you make them because yo, Jake be doing that shit. Prime example, look at King Solomon. In his time, he had idols built up for his women, for their gods. All right, you know, it happened, and that's the truth. But he's still a man of the Lord. Matter of fact, that was Yahweh Shah. That's why he's coming back to take down all the gods. That's why he's the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, man. All right, well, why did he do that at Solomon? Why did he do that at Solomon? For the woman, man. You know, that's why the Lord tells you can't do like these women, because they turn your heart away from him, man. Turn your mind. And that's proof in the scriptures, man. Like, if you read the scriptures, you know that happened, man. You know, he had 700 Israelites. The 300 concubines, those were heathen women, man. You know? He built up our temples, so that built up idols for his women, man. His concubines. All right? Let's jump back into Joel, chapter 3. I believe we left off in verse 2. It says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yehoshaphat, which is the Persian Gulf, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So no, man. How did they do that? Through slavery. Going back into what the transatlantic slave trade, where they scattered us among all nations, coming from the western coast of Africa, and I'm talking about Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. They came from the western coast of Africa. The other 10 tribes was already here in the Americas, man. But they end up getting scattered amongst these heathens, you know, with different states and all that, you know. But the slave trade, that was heavy, man, you know. So we were scattered amongst all nations, talking with Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, going back to the transatlantic slave trade coming from the western coast of Africa. All right, and here you have it now today. They're in the Caribbeans, you know, South America. You got the islands, you know. You got of course North America, where we at. You have Canada. You got all over there, Europe, England, you know, all those places, man. That's why people are scattered at Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, you know. Going to that western coast, you know, the transatlantic states. I don't know why I keep saying trans-Saharan, because that goes back to the whole Islamic thing, why people believe that, you know. But going into that, man, that's where we're scattered at, and from that, the Lord has to gather us up. That's why it says we're scattered on all four corners of the earth. Look at in the Philippines, man. We're in the Philippines, man. And yo, if you really think about it, man, when you look at when you look on a map and you know where your people at, according to the scriptures, because we're scattered on all four corners. Like even with Sicilians, man. It's little small islands, man. You know, and we come from though the Lord gave us a lot of land, but in our disobedience, He took everything away from us. You know, but again, let's go to 2nd Ezra 15-20. We'll point with that scripture as well. All right. Second Ezra, uh, Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 20. It says, "Behold, saith the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanus, to turn themselves one against another, and to repay the things that they have done to them." All right, so going into it, that's prophecy. The Lord is going to call all these kings. Who's the kings of the earth, man? The ones that's in rulership right now. Your Putins, the Europeans, man. You know, all the nations, man. Moab, they're part of that, man. You know, they're kings of the earth. You know, because they did us dirty as well, man. You know, but the Lord says He's going to call them all together, man, to reference Him. Because look, they took us, man. All right, check it out. Let's go back. Second Ezra 15 and 20. It says, behold, saith the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me. Now, how you reverence Him? Because you want to know and say His name, man. What's that song? Say my name, say my name. You're gonna have to say His name, man. You know, and know that He is who He says He is, man. They know who they have over here in captivity. They know that they got us in captivity. Yo, just look, man. Like I be looking at videos of Jake. Yo, we the salt of the earth, man. And to take a thing so beautiful, that's the cool, man. That's a gift that the Lord gave to us, you know. And that's how you know that's how powerful He is, man. And you gotta know that. Look how we dance, how we communicate. We're the salt of the earth, man. We created everything, man. You know. And for the Lord to set up a heathen over us, that's a hurt piece, man. When you really think about it, you like, God damn, and that should make you feel like that. You should be sorrowful, man. You know? You should really examine yourself like, damn, Lord, Salah. You know? That should really make you think, man. A people so great. And to be a people, you know? That's an honor, man. That's an honor. You know? And that's because you got, hey man, you got men now that try to rule over such a great people, but they're not in the right spirit. You know? What you got, brother? They're not in the right spirit, man. They just want to be freaking tyrants, man. Come, bro, I got you. My brother lighting it up right now. All right. Matter of fact, you know what, brother? I'm gonna bring that out. Let me finish this, and I'm gonna go right into that Isaiah 34 and 5. All right, but Second Ezra chapter 15. But that's an honor, man. Like what I was saying, man, because like the rule over a people so great, man. Because Israel was something, man. You know, but right now they're just so fucking wicked, man. So fucking wicked. And that's what really makes you angry about our people, man. You know, when you come into this thing, especially, man, you know, they could deter a lot of people, man, but they back in the same lot that they exist. You know? You could deter a man from the truth, but you can't deter the elect, you know, because like, hey man, it's what to say, not as corn is shifted in the seed, not one grain shall fall to the ground. You can't pluck the elect out of the Lord's hand, you know. But for the men that scatter Israel, god damn, you got some hell on your hands, man. This is our Absalaki. Second Ezra chapter 15, and Here we go. 15. I'm gonna read it again. Verse 20. It says, "Behold, saith the Most High Power, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reference me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libanus, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them." So they're going to turn on each other. It says, verse 21, it says, "Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. Thus saith," let that go past. It says, "Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua power." All right. "My right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth." God damn, yo. Yo, y'all niggas got a lot to pay for. You know? Y'all got a lot to pay for, because the Lord said, man, he's going to bring it back to your bosom. He's going to put it in your chest, the same thing that you did to his people, man. All right, to his men. He said it's chosen. Yo, of course, all of Israel is chosen. They're a chosen nation. But out of a chosen nation, you got to elect. You know? It's levels to this thing. All right? We say the Lord's looking for the best of the best. You know, a few good men, if you will. And the elect is what? They're a few good men. Because what? There's only 144,000 of them. Out of a whole nation, 144,000, that's a small ass number, man. You know? A very small number. So let that sink in, man. You know? Going back, matter of fact, what was that? Joel? Let's hop into we're gonna keep going. Salaki. Trying to be circumspect out here. Since my brother not here. You know? But hey, man, don't nothing stop this truth. All right, the truth keeps on flowing, and it's going to flourish. All right. Going to Joel, chapter 3, and verse 3. It says, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine. That they might drink. You know, that's crazy, man. They did that. Why do you think that our women is out here? They're such whores, man. They're harlots out here, man. Because what? Because the Lord, man, they sold it. Oh, man, see, you guys got to be loud, disrespectful, man. Because we out here. And all it is Satan, man, talking about that. That's we reading that scripture, you know? And that's, yo, check it out. Let's read that again. Joel 3:3, it says, and they have cast lots for my people. All right, they cast lots, man. You know, you cast a lot, it's like flipping a coin. Who going to get him? Who going to know? That's like bidding, man. Casting a lot. You bidding on them. Like the slave auctions, man. You know, even to this day, when you go into your NFL, your NBA. But yo, these niggas, they really want somebody to bid on them, man. They're happy to go into slavery, man. For that extra, for that money, man. You know? You even got the NBL, major baseball league, man. You got what else is it? The NHL, even the hockey, man. You got soccer, which is worldwide, man. You know, these people that own these organizations and all that. And you trying to get even your boxing, you know, the niggas are trying to get signed by these different record companies and all that. They casting lots for you, man. They cast a lot, to see who's going to be the controller over this entertainer, man. Because that's all you are is entertainment, man. You know, and they show you that. They show it blatantly to your face, man. You know, right to your face, they show you these things. But yet you still wonder, oh wow, what a nigga say, man? And it's all, and most of the time it's because you want to get your mama home. I gotta get my mama home, buy my mama a house, and all that shit, man. You know? But these niggas, man, at the end of the day, they fucking crazy. But they casted lots. They casted lots. They made a bid for you, man. You know? Who's the highest bidder? And they try to give you gifts. That's why I say a gift destroyeth the heart, man. You know? They give you that gift, you're willing to. One of my major things I always say, Esau always says, man, every man has a price. And that's no bullshit. They always say that every man has a price. Yeah, he'll sell out. All we gotta do is this, because he came from there. They do thorough research on you, man. You know, and that casting that lot, that's why the Lord said in 2nd Ezra, man, the 15th chapter, what? He's gonna put it back in their bosom, the same thing that they did, man. Because when we come into our power and our kingdom, we're gonna be doing the same thing. Look at this Edomite. I got this fine Edomite right here. He's strong. Look at his biceps, his triceps, brother. You know, he's It's like, just like when you got like what's that, like a horse and all that, right? You know? The horses, you need a horse that like the racetracks and all that. You betting on them, man. Yo, Salakia, give me 1 second. Shit. Yo, this wind is crazy. I gotta take it with me. Forgive me, y'all. Bear with me. It's a lot. But back at it, man. Salaka. Jump right back into it. Joel, chapter 3, verse 3. It says, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, and that they might drink. You know, so that's blood water basically. What they do when they bought us from the western coast of South Africa, they sold our people, man, to the Hamites, right? The Hamites sold us to Esau, and Ishmael was down with it for cheap liquor, man. You know, watered down liquor, man. You know, that's what they think. That's what they think about people, man. You know. Hold up, let me get a couple of these scriptures real fast. Let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah 34 and 5. It says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment." Mankind. The Lord is about to really completely destroy this place, man. And all these damn heathens. That's why, like, yo, when you see the heathens now, man, and how proud they are, you should just laugh at them. You know? As it says in Revelations, let me grab that real quick. And the reason why I said that, and I'm gonna grab the scripture. The reason why I said it is here it goes. Dan, call on me outside by some crocodiles. This is Revelation chapter 22:11. It says, "He that is just, let him be just, Salakia. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, Salakia. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still." All right? So when you see Salakia, that's windy as hell out here. It's all good, man. You know, it's all a part of the spirit, man. And the elements that we got, you know. Laugh at these heathens, man. You be like, man, these dudes, they don't even. You don't feel sorry for them because their recompense is coming. It's going to be on their heads, man. You know. And you know that the charges is being stacked on them. So you just be like, hey, man, go ahead, man. You got it. Let them do what they got to do. Because the Lord, he has your back, man. All right, he has his men's back. And he ain't never going to leave you nor forsake you. And all his words is faithful and is true. All right, so let's go down here. Brother, put up Luke chapter 6 and verse 24. It says, "But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation." Oh, that's right, bro. You know, they're going into what I was talking about earlier with these NFL players, you know, NBA players, even certain men that went to certain colleges and got benefits and all that. You know, the Lord ain't dealing with that, man. You know, he's coming for the meek, man, because even the rich man, what he and all that, man, he's not willing to get it up for the Lord and distribute it amongst the people that need it. You know, he's not going to do that. That's the furthest thing from his mind, right? He be like, nigga, you should have got it like I got it. And that's Jake is crazy, man. Jake is crazy as hell, you know. So that's going into the parable of the rich man. But going back into Joel chapter 3 and 4, it says, "Ye and what, Salaki, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense swiftly and speedily, will I return?" Salaki. Will I return your recompense unto me? Will I return your recompense on your own head? So, yo, the Lord is saying basically, and that's going into that, what do you that are rich, man? All right? It's the brother, bro. That's a beautiful scripture, bro. Because, yo, you can't buy, like, these dudes thinking that, yo, I got all this money, this is that. You can't buy your way on a chariot, man. I always say that. You can't buy your way on the ship, man. You know? That's why the Lord said, man, I will return upon your own head, man. You know? He will return it upon your own head. Meaning, you can't, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can get Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Arachak uh to how you say that, man? There's nothing you can give Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that will make him take his judgment away from the other nations, man. All right. Matter of fact, to back that up, let's go to Joel chapter 2, 7 and 8. It says, they shall Salah. Salah, man. It's funny out here tonight, man. You know? But this is the recompense. This is what the Lord, you know, he playing with these dudes, man. All right, it says, let's go to Joel chapter 2 and verse 7. It says, they shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march, every one on his ways. And they shall not break their ranks. Neither shall one thrust another. Salaki, neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded, man. All right, so yo, the Lord is basically saying when he sends these troops out, man, they're gonna not break their ranks. They're gonna go completely in order. All right, they're gonna be completely in order and on point, man, to bring the destruction wherever it is that they have to bring it to. You know, we're waiting for it. All right, the Lord is, hey man, he's a just power, man. All right, and that's yo. Furthermore, that's the recompense that's coming to all you nations, man. Because you're going to be the ones to shoot the missiles, and the Lord's going to be the one that he gives you the coordinates. What would you say? To go ahead and do so. All right, so let's go to 47 because they all saying the same thing. Where we at? It's one of my favorite songs too, man. Isaiah 47. There we go. And let's start 6. This is Isaiah Shalaki. Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 6. It says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst shew them no mercy. Upon the ancient has thou very heavily laid thy yoke. All right, so yo, they didn't give us no mercy like the ancient times, right? Like when the Babylon, they still allow us to serve our power, man. You know, like they allow us to rebuild the temple and all that, you know. But here in this captivity, you can't do none of that. You know, you can't even serve your power. As soon as you say who you are, you come out, yo, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Man, you got a fucking target on your back, man. You know? Even coming from, yo, going into what? Going into slavery here in Babylon, you know? What did they do? They fed our babies to gators. Young, old, they ain't have no pity on none of us, man. Want us what the curses do around us, man. They ain't had no mercy on us. So guess what? The Lord ain't gonna have no mercy on them. And all it was doing was just stacking charges on you. You know, because what? It says in the scriptures, one day is to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you know, 1,000 years Because one day to Yahweh should upside him. Because up there in the spirit world, time is like, man, you know, how would they say you got all the time in the world? 1,000 years, man. But here they want you to know you gotta be here at this time, this, that. You know? Anyway, Isaiah 47 and 7 it says, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things in thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. All right, so just going into what? You go into the beginning of this, man, right? America really thinks that, like, that's why I call it the whore, man. The whore that sits on many waters. All right, because it thinks that that lady, I'm a lady. You got women here in America, they whores, man. But they want you better treat me like a lady. That's what America's saying. They do the most vicious shit and want you to treat them with respect. The biggest whore wants you to treat her with respect. After she been ran through and laid with this man and that man, and that's what America's done. They laid with this nation, that nation, you know, to try to get resources and everything. That's a whore. That's why it's known as the great whore in the scriptures, man. You think about it. Why the whore did they try to take it by force? That too. All right. But they're not going to remember the latter thing. They're not going to remember like what's going to happen. Or here in life, they like the pleasures, man. How you say, finer things in this place. There ain't no finer things here, man. The only fine thing here in Babylon is the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem HaRachakodash. That's the finest thing you can get. All right. It says, therefore, hear now this. Thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly. See that? They dwellest carelessly. That saith in thine heart, I am none else besides me. I am and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Man, that's pride, man. That's pride. That's like a woman saying, like they got a husband and they cheat on him. Do whatever the hell they want to do, you know, and then tell the husband, I ain't never going to be no widow. You ain't never going to leave me. You ain't never going to die, or whatever. A widow husband. A widow is a woman whose husband passed away, man. You know, so they thinking here, you know, their husband is what? America's husband is what? The riches that they had. So they don't never think that all that stuff is going to die from them. They don't ever think it's going to be taken away from them. That's why they said, I will not sit a widow, man. You know, that's why they was given into pleasures. Pleasures is the riches and resources and everything in this world, man. Going to what? Job 9:24. It says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. You know? So this place is given to the pleasures and yo, what you can do in America, in Babylon. You can do whatever the hell you want. It's all about pleasure. That's the spirit. Do as thou wilt. It don't matter, you know. Just whatever makes you happy, you know. That's the mindset of these people. That's the mindset of this place, and that's why the Lord is about to take it down. He's going to take it down with a mighty force, man. A mighty, mighty, mighty force, man. And that's Him. He's sending the Son Yahweh to be the author of that. That's why He's the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, man. But going back into Joel, let's go to verse 5. It says, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. All right, and what's His goodly pleasant things? It's us, man. All right, His children, man. They carried us away. We're His jewels, man. All right, what they say, the jewels, the jewel, precious stones. That's us. Because when you look at the 12 tribes and every tribe stone, that's a jewel, man. You know, they have taken us, man, and spread us more off the corners, man. All right. that, let's go to Lamentations 4:1, man. Just to prove a point. All right, about to get up out of here. Spot. Lamentations. Stars gonna bounce around. All right, so Lamentations 4:1. Book of Lamentations. It's locked, man. It's wind, man. It's crazy. Lamentations chapter 4, verse 1. It says, how is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. All right, so yo, the stones that are poured out in the top of every street, let's talk about the Israelites, man. How is the gold become dim? You know? I forgot what scriptures was right offhand that says the branch will become degenerate, man. A branch is unrecognizable, rough paraphrasing. Basically, he's saying the branch is unrecognizable to Yahweh Bashem, you know? And that's us, man. You know, talking about going to your 2/3 and all that, man. They have become complete degenerates, and how can you become a degenerate? That means you've been taken from your genes, man, your heritage. All right. A lot of people talk about religion and religion that and this and that. This ain't about none of that, man. This is about your heritage, claiming coming back to who you are, man. You know, turning back to your power, because all these people got a power, man. They got a God to call on. Hey, man, like I said, going back into Rome, man, Egypt, they had guys to call on. You know, they all had guys to call on. But did they God save them? No, they didn't, man. Because the only God that was set up was what? Us. Our power, Salah. Not us, our power, Yahweh. You know, the one that created them, he's the father of all spirits, man. All right. Verse 2, back in Lamentations 4:2, it says, the precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold. You see that? That's why the Lord said, he said, I shall make, what he said, I shall make a man more fine than gold, you know? This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 2. It says, the precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold, how are they esteemed as earthen pictures, the works of hands of the potter, man? All right, so how is you falling so low, man? When the Lord, he designed us, he created us to be the top nation on this earth, man. But see, all the things, like, just like you had the brother sitting there, he was lighting his weed up next to me, calling on the girl and all that, man. You know, that's how low our people felt. You know, but the brother, he's like, my fault, Gene, he peeled off, you know. But our people, their mindset, where they at, man, they don't consider these things, man. They don't consider how great a people they are. They don't consider their power going to destroy Babylon, man. You know, this place. You know? Why Lamentations, we in the book of Lamentations. And what? That lament. That means like that's a heavy thing, man. That makes you wanna like cry, man. You know? That puts a bad taste in your mouth. When you know who you are. When you don't know, then that don't mean nothing, man. You know? When you don't know who you are, why would you be upset at anything that happens to you? But when you don't know, when you do know, you like, God damn. And that takes you back to what? To repentance. Which our people they don't want to repent. But it says, even the sea monsters draw out the breast, they give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people has become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness, man. We don't care about each other, man. We kill one another. We always on the news for killing each other. The murder rate. But you niggas became cruel when we was supposed to be brotherly to each other. You know? But that goes what to the Willie Lynch syndrome, you know? And amongst other things, man, you read that matter of fact not read, you watch that the movie Goodbye Uncle Tom, and you'll see the way that they took our people down, man. That's the suck. You know? It says but even and yo, for that fact, I'm gonna read that again. But Lamentations chapter 4, verse 4, it says the tongue of the sucking children cleaveth to the roof of his mouth. For the thirst of the young children as for bread, and no man breaketh it upon to them. But no, Salaki, this one I want. Lamentations 4 and 3, it says, even the sea monsters, all right, check it out, even the sea monsters draw out young ones. So you got like a pit bull, a dog, even not let's set the sea monsters like whales, all the fishes, man, they feed their youth, man. But our people is so cool, they don't even want to feed one another, man. Look how many things you see now, right? You got but it tells you that in Deuteronomy, man, under curses. Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. It talks about how the mother, the delicate woman, she's gonna be cruel to her young ones. All right. This Bible, man, if you don't understand by now, so I said, have we got your attention yet, man? You know? Matter of fact, hold on, here it goes. 28 in Deuteronomy 28 and Khan, Pauline Yabashino outside. Basharan Kakadas. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse matter of fact, let's start at verse 54. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes which he shall leave, so that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children whom he shall eat. But this is going into cannibalism, man. This is coming back. All right, this is coming back, man. Left him in the siege and in the straightness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee and thy gates. And matter of fact, this is an actual good scripture for what's going on right now, because look at how they taking away all the food from you, man. Shortages, this, shortage that. They got the whole recall on the beef from Equal. I forgot how many thousands and thousands of pounds it was, but it's a whole lot, man. All right, so they're recalling these things. So guess what? These people are going to resort to start eating their own children, man. And they ain't going to be sharing either. It says the tender and delicate, verse 56 says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which will not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward her husband, and to her husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, and toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet. and to her children which she shall bear, for she shall eat them for one of all things secretly in the siege. Secretly in the siege and straightness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee and thy gates. All right. So hey man, it's about to get real crazy out here, man. All right. Those are just a couple of things to bring out. All right. So of course, right now I'm gonna end it, man, because it's windy as hell. Lord's willing was edifying. We jumped on a lot of different points, man. Mainly destruction of this place, man. Have we got your attention yet, man? Because everything we've been telling you has been happening, man. All right. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. You already didn't know that. It says, and he called them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, which is, we know what that is, the MOT to the big. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right, which is Kassa's thing. And that's what's coming here to Babylon. And actually, which is already here. No, it's already here. So Lord's willing, man, get back in the house, can continue on, man. Because hey, man, the work don't stop. You know. So Lord's willing, this camp was edifying. We might come back out tomorrow when the brothers available. You know. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us the truth. Honors and salutations to the elect. To the men that died doing the work, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, because they shall rise first. To the men, women, and children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahushua, he is the deliverer. Because he's coming back to deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. We'll say Mawafah, Bible, Ball, Kwame Yasharala, and death to America. Shalom.